Okay, you guys, I have been itching to get back to Bill Burr, so I decided I was wanting to record more than just one video, but I've run out of time. So I'm just going to record this one tonight, and this is for his bit called What Separates Me from Psychos. This has been in my list for a while, along with a bunch of other Bill Burr stuff. So I'm curious to see what this is about, but knowing Bill Burr, I have a strong feeling that I will enjoy it. So here we go.
Been in a bad mood all day, man. Got in a fight with this girl the other day.
Oh, dear.
You ever meet somebody within the first couple of minutes of them meeting you, they feel like they can sum you up? Just what your problem is? You just have the urge just to take their head and just mush it into whatever they're eating,
I've seen this.
You ever have crazy thoughts like that?
Okay, this is a little bit
Can you relate on any level? You never
recycled.
have urges? You ever drive down the street and see 30 people up on the sidewalk and you just think, right? You don't do it, you just think it. That's what separates the psychos from the functioning psychos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, psychos, they just do it. All right, that's a good idea. They get the wipers going, they make a day out of it, right? But a rational person, you think it through. You start going, man, if I just leave my hand right here, nobody knows who I am. I move it 2 degrees over here, I'm on the cover of Newsweek. I'm instantly famous. Right here, no one knows me. Hey, Bill, you want to go to the cookout? Maybe you could bring that potato salad you brought last year. It was such a big hit. One of the most horrific scenes we've seen in years. Bodies just strewn about. Amy's going to be there.
Oh,
She's
my
still
gosh.
asking for you. You should ask her out. No indication he even tried to stop. Seriously, you're getting older. Put your hands on the dashboard. Put them on the dashboard. You have those? All right.
I like his girl voices. They're really funny.
No, I have that stuff all the time.
I think a lot of people do.
My girl took me to a street fair recently, right?
Oh, no.
You guys have street fairs out here? They close off the block. There's shawarma. There's stuff made out of buttons, right? People with no teeth are making keychains, right? It's a typical girlfriend idea. It sucks, and it's going to take all Saturday, right? She's all excited. She's swinging my arm. Oh, my God, this is going to be great. I'm praying for lightning. Maybe some scaffolding to fall down on me, No, we show up, right? The first thing she sees is this big table and nothing but homemade jewelry, right? Homemade jewelry. It's got twigs, macaroni in it. It's a table of crap. It's crap. The whole thing is crap. But she loves it. She's like, oh my God, look at these earrings. Do you like these?
Oh, jeez.
Do you think these are nice?
Eyebrows.
I just want to be no. If they were nice, they'd be in a store, all right? There'd be a roof, some sort of structure would be built around this. This is crap. This is just a table of crap. The guy's even wearing shoes. That's a good indication that this is crap. But I didn't want to ruin a day, so I'm like, yeah, go ahead, check it out. I'm going to go get some air. Even though we're outside, I think there's more air
Away.
to be had, right?
Away from that mess.
So I walk 3-4 tables away, and I come up to this lady. She got this big table of nothing but muffins. Muffins, right? It's 85 degrees out. She's selling muffins, and she's got this big stupid, look at the muffins I made. Look on her face. And the second I saw that part of my brain was just dude, what would happen if you just walked up and just said, hey, lady, these your muffins? Oh, yeah? And I just started going, blam, 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 blam.
Yeah,
How many
that,
of
yeah.
these muffins could I mush before anybody did anything? I mean, realistically, I think I could have got the whole table.
Probably.
Even if you saw me doing that, it would take at least 5 to 6 seconds to process. Did they say he could do that? Is it like a game? Do you eat the muffin off your fist? That just seems like a waste of pastry. There's no security at a street fair. There's no bouncer staying there. He's mushing the muffins. Okay, I'm on it. Sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave. And they just choke me out. So I just started thinking of the horrified look on this lady's face as I started slamming these muffins. And out of nowhere, I just started laughing like a maniac.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, I'm slumped over this fried dough cart. I'm dying. My girl
gee.
looks at me. She's like, what the hell are you laughing at? And like an idiot, I actually tried to explain.
She would not get it, would she? No.
I swear to God, I'm just sitting there like, I was just thinking, what if I started punching the muffins? You know what I mean? I just started punching them. She's just looking at me like, why do I go out with you? Dude, but I swear to God, if I never broke eye contact the second I started hitting those muffins, that lady, she wouldn't even been able to call for help. I would have been in her head. She'd be like, did I go to high school with this guy? Why would you do that? Muffins are a happy food. I don't understand this. No, I gotta learn to let stuff go. I do, I got issues. I do. My neighbor got her dog fixed. Got this dog neutered, brand new dog, puppy. Got the thing neutered. And I'm like, what the hell did you do that for? She's like, well, you know, if I didn't do that, he was gonna hook up with another dog. Then they're gonna make more dogs. And what are we gonna do with all these dogs? It's like, why don't you just let them go? They're animals, they'll be fine. I think that's what every city needs, just a nice pack of wild dogs just running down the street. And help with the obesity problem. Just chase people in the cars after they do some big meal, you know? Just a nice pack of Rottweiler just running down the street. Listen, I'm out of time. You guys were awesome.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Over already. Okay, done. Okay, that one was a short one. That one was less than 6 minutes long, you guys. Yeah, you know what he mentioned? I think we all have things like that running through our brains, and most people, they understand this is just like, it's just like a thing you think bad thoughts sometimes, because maybe it's just the mood you're in, maybe someone's being just an absolute butt, and you just envision all these things you'd love to do to set a particular person straight, or to whatever, you know, take your anger out on stuff. But then when you have people like that suffer with things like OCD, and they already have a thing going on where, especially if it's thought OCD and their thoughts are just like recycling and and they can't get out of this train of thought. And then when a bad thought blips into their head, like let's say they think something like this, you know, running over a crowd of people on the sidewalk. Now, nowadays, given everything that's going on, I can actually understand why people plow through crowds of people that are blocking the streets. I get that. He was talking about just the idea of wanting to just plow through people on the sidewalk that aren't even doing anything. But anyway, back to what I was saying, people, like someone with OCD, and if a thought like that comes into their mind, then they can't let it go. And then they think, oh my gosh, I'm an awful, terrible person. I'm evil. This is so bad what I'm thinking, you know, like where someone who doesn't have to deal with that, they just recognize, oh, that's just a really crazy, you know, ridiculous thought, and you just let it go and you don't really think about it anymore. But people with other issues, sometimes it's difficult for them to let something like that go, and it really disturbs them. But, you know, he's acknowledging something that we all know exists with people, and you can have some of the most crazy, extreme things run through your head as far as you're just like your initial impulse or fantasy about what you'd love to do. But that's pretty funny about the part about hitting the muffins. I thought he was going to say that he had this impulse to just grab him up and stuff him in his face. That's what I thought he was going to say. That he was going to like punch muffins. That's pretty funny. So yeah. Well, this one was pretty short, and I feel like I'm kind of drawing a blank as far as anything that these were just the thoughts that came to me as I was watching it. There's really nothing more about this that I feel like I can add to it. So yeah, I mean, if you guys were right here in the room with me and we were talking about this particular bit, this is exactly what I would be telling you, except probably what I would be doing. Okay, so what I might start to do, I don't know for sure because it just feels so unnatural, is when a thought occurs to me, maybe pausing the video to talk about it, to talk about what it is that pops into my head for a couple of reasons. One, sometimes I have a thought that just comes right through my brain as I'm watching a video, and I try to make a mental note to mention it, talk about it after the video, but then sometimes I forget. And so, I mean, the whole point of me watching these and talking about them is to talk about the things I'm thinking about when I'm watching them, and just having a discussion about it, even though you guys aren't here, still a discussion type of thing going on. And then another reason I've thought about doing it is because I've been advised to multiple times that it would probably be a good idea to pause at certain points and talk about that would help to avoid issues such as copyright stuff. Now, I have done the pausing thing before. It feels to me, honestly, like a roll of the dice. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And on the times where it worked, it's very possible that if I hadn't done any pausing, nothing would have happened anyway. So it's crazy, it's hard to say, and it's frustrating too because as a content creator who does reaction and commentary and review type videos, I have always made a concerted effort to make my videos in such a way that they can be reasonably argued that it falls under fair use. Of course, some content creators, some claimants, they don't care. They're going to claim it anyway, and sometimes you have to take it all the way up to counter notification, and it's frustrating. But you know what I've done? I've gone and lost my train of thought. Crap. What was I saying? I was saying that was one of the reasons I was thinking about doing it. Shoot. There was something. See, this is what happens. There was something that I was thinking about mentioning as I was talking about this, and now I'm forgetting what it is. Oh well. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. The Jim Jeffries. Maybe I'll make like a little comment about this in the community tab. But the Jim Jeffries video that I had put up a while back, and it got blocked immediately, which I knew was an automatic type of thing. I mean, that has happened before, and usually, and I dispute it, and then usually in a couple days, the block will lift, but maybe the claim remains while they're like looking through my dispute. So the block happened, and I disputed it, and then a couple days after that, the block was lifted, and I was like, okay, it's set to go. And I made an announcement, and I was, unless something changes, it's going to go up this time, this day and this time. Well, like I spoke too soon because the block got reestablished alongside a rejection of the dispute. So, and it's Netflix that is doing this. Netflix is the one that's claiming it. So I appealed the rejection of the dispute, and it was just a few hours later that immediately the appeal was denied, and now I'm going to get a strike, and they're going to remove the video. So if that video never shows up, that's why. It's been like if I'm able to, I will file counter notification, but that option has been denied to me for quite a few times now since I've tried to use it. YouTube just basically says, "Oh no, we don't think this qualifies, so we're not going to forward it on to the claimant," even though I use the exact same language that I used in previous counter notifications that they went ahead and forwarded. They said something like they think that I'm misusing the counter notification system. Well, I disagree with that. I feel that that's really the only tool that content creators have in order to push back against copyright claims that they feel are not fair or not valid. Now, you can make the argument that reaction videos are in a gray territory, and that I think that's a valid case to be made for a lot of different reaction videos. But I also feel like that when you are reacting to something and commenting on something, having a discussion about it, either during or after, you are transforming the original material because you're adding your own unique thoughts and commentary to what you're watching. And so, some people will agree, some people will disagree, but that's where I stand on it. Is that I feel like it is a pretty good argument for fair use protection, but some claimants, they don't care, and they'll still issue a claim, and it's just a hassle. It's been that way ever since I had the channel. And it's just kind of routine. A lot of it is just an automatic thing. And when I dispute it, they'll either let the dispute run out or they'll release the claim. But it is a constant when you are doing things like reactions and even reviews. I mean, my son, he does review videos and he gets claimed all the time. So anyway. That was a huge tangent, and I'm sorry about that. That had nothing to do at all with this, but this is what happens when I'm just talking, and the little roads that my mind travels down as I'm talking. Anyway, this was fun. It wasn't quite as hilarious to me as some of his other videos have been, but that's okay. I mean, I've got a lot more material that I'm going to watch of his, and I look forward to all of it. There is one that I was really close to checking out, and I think it was just audio, and it was something about Bill and Nia, his wife, arguing, getting into some sort of argument about feminism. I am really looking forward to that one, you guys. So, but I don't know when it's going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I have gone well past the amount of time I meant to spend on this. So that's it for now, and I will talk to you later. Adios.